In today's challenge, I want you to find out what's in your pantry. Take 5 minutes to read some ingredient lists and find out what foods have added sugar. Look for words that end with O-S-E or OS. And those are words like dextrose, fructose, maltose. All of those are going to indicate that's a sugar word and has added sugar in the food. Look for the other obvious sugar. In today's challenge, I want you to find out what's in your pantry. Take 5 minutes to read some ingredient lists and find out which foods have added sugar. Look for words that end with O-S-E or OS. Those are going to be words like fructose, maltose, dextrose. All of those words indicate that they are sugar words, so that food would have added sugar. Also look for the obvious like honey, syrup, sugar. Now I went through my pantry and pulled out some food items and read their ingredient lists and wrote those down so that we could just do a quick summary of kind of what you're going to be doing today. The first thing I pulled out was this honey and oat cereal. So you can see honey and oat cereal, it's flaky oats, and there's 5 different kinds of added sugar in this cereal. That's brown sugar, sugar, corn syrup, malt syrup, and honey. Now the ingredient list is not going to tell you how much of all of those sugars were added, but I know that there are 5 different kinds of added sugar in this cereal. The next thing I pulled out of the pantry, pretzels. Turns out, no added sugar in pretzels. So that is a no sugar added food in my pantry, and I wouldn't maybe know that unless I read the ingredient list. So pay attention which have it and which don't. Pancake mix, fluffy little pancake mix. 2 kinds of added sugar, dextrose, one of those OS words, and sugar. So that pancake mix already has sugar added to it. Next on the list, if you can see those, cranberries, dried cranberries. And the ingredient list read cranberries and sugar. A lot of dried fruits have added sugars added to them to sweeten their taste. Cranberries would be really tart, and you probably wouldn't enjoy them unless they had some sugar added. But you might not be thinking about that. So read the ingredient list even on foods that you wouldn't assume, like a dried cranberry. I pulled out a protein bar. You can see here, there was just 1 kind of added sugar on this protein bar, brown rice syrup. And again, we don't know if that's a lot of brown rice syrup, a little brown rice syrup, but we know it has added sugar. And the last thing I took a look at, marshmallows. Right there, marshmallows. 3 kinds of added sugar in the marshmallows. Corn syrup, sugar, and dextrose, that OS word again. So obviously these marshmallows are a sugary sweet treat, but you might not think of all of these being sugary sweet treats. I'm not going to throw away any of these foods. They're going to get eaten. They're in my pantry. But something I do is pay attention to my portion size and how often I eat these foods. And that's what I encourage you to do today. Find out which foods are in your pantry and then be more conscious of their portion size, how much and how often you eat them. So good luck.